Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gents, this is your host, Rebel. Welcome back to another awesome episode. And I will not disappoint you. So sit back and watch till the end because I will throw everything at you. Not garbage, useful stuff. I promise. All right? So, yes, I can promise my ADV will kick in as usual. I will try to stick to the point. But as usual, before getting to the screen, I wanted to explain a few things. First of all, my camera is not that good, clearly. I've been using the same camera for 10 years now, right? Yes, brutal. Canon T3i. Help me get to 10,000 subscribers so I can get a new camera, a 4K, like all those fancy YouTubers who spend $60,000 for all the equipments and polishes the thumbnails, creates long videos just to give you rehashed garbage content. Everything is perfect, but the information you get is so dirty, so stupid, so low quality. So what's the point? I don't understand. And there are others can't afford decent quality equipments, but the information they give is gold. So ladies and gents, you have to understand where to draw a line between humor and serious stuff. I'm a content creator myself, but I'm also a consumer. We all are consumer to some extent, depends on how much we consume, and also we consume different things, obviously, right? So when I consume things and when I analyze things, it's obviously different than a lot of other people. And when I'm looking at things, there are a lot of YouTubers who has millions of followers or subscribers, but I know for a fact that their quality of information, there's a difference. Quality of the video with editing and sound effects and everything is awesome, but the information is so garbage, mediocre. So what's the point? However, if you could give awesome information and the best quality, right? The videos and stuff, high quality standard, amazing. But if not, at least your information should be top and priority first before your thumbnails and everything else. Your information that you give out there, even if it helps 1 people, 2 people, or 10 people, it's awesome, it's worth it. And that's my goal, basically. But however, it's difficult to explore as a tiny fish, maybe a piranha, because I turned up into a piranha right now, playing in the whale in the ocean, all dirty whales and sharks trying to eat us up, right? Difficult. Trying to rug pull, scam, trying to navigate through that. It's difficult. So you have to understand who you follow because that will determine your future to some extent. Because what you follow, you will practice and that will give you the result. And if you do the wrong thing, you'll end up getting the wrong stuff. And the time you will lose, you'll never get back. So understand the importance of this, all right? So before getting to the screen, I needed to get this across because there are a lot of times I'm putting out humors and jokes. A lot of people will not take it seriously. But if you're smart enough to understand how to navigate through some of the stuff I say and actually do the thing, you'll know exactly what's going to happen, basically. And again, I always say, time is the ultimate truth. So what you put in right now, the result you get, the reaction, they'll tell whether something's who was right or who was wrong. Okay? So now, coming to the chase. Being in this YouTube field, I realized a lot of stuff. Not only YouTube, also crypto stuff, right? And you're here for crypto content. So I'm giving you that important stuff. And I'm giving you some of the information today. That's all you'll need for quite some time. All right? Because we are in a bearish time. Not now. Since, 2 years now, I guess? Or what? It's been a while. All right? We are not going down right now. We have been going down for quite some time. And I've been saying this for a while now. And if you look at the market, let's get back on the screen real quick. If you look at the market right now, right? Most of the tokens, up and down. Oh, we are back in a bull because Bitcoin is back in 24, 25. Well, maybe not. If you look at the macro, micro, and everything else that's happening, commercial real estate crash, inflation, interest rates, it's a disaster. There's no way this can happen. There's no way people have money, the employment rate, the wage, there's no way people have money to put in this crypto right now. If you see any pumps, it's either manipulation, long shorts, etc. Unless you're a VC or a big dude or scammer or rug puller or whatever, right? Doc One, 3 Arrows Capital, something like that. There's no way you can really make decent right now in this market. Like I said, you have to have big capital, you have to be willing to lose, or you have to understand the game so well to make money right now in this market. And the other way, the so-called safe way, which I'm going to come to in a second, which most will follow. Most retailers will follow that. And this video is dedicated to retailers who has a 9-to-5 job, side hustles, etc., wants to make a decent whatever gain from crypto. Not just staking and day trading or Ponzi farming, just actually holding it, and selling at a certain time, basically. Buy low, sell high. That's the game plan. That's the game plan. If you just want to be a little safer and not get rug pulled by gambling in every random tokens, Pepe, Wojak, whatever, which you could, it's up to you. But I'm just saying, okay? So now coming to the point where I'm going with this, because I've seen too many things happening and I've personally invested and gambled and experimented with so many things because not just I wanted to waste it blindly, because I know, hey, I can actually, if nothing worked, I could take those information and actually give it to you. If I lost money and you take the information and you don't lose money now, isn't that a win-win somehow? Yeah, I mean, then you probably will subscribe. Oh man, this guy saved me money. Awesome, right? Because everybody out there is trying to grab your money from NFTs, NFT sales and stuff. What happened to all the NFT marketplace? Look at Elliot Trades, Superfarm, Tron Chat. None of these worked. Shield NFT projects, everybody is holding his bags, like NFT bags. And then he's created his NFT marketplace in this bearish time when everything's dead. And then, believe it or not, in the next bull run, they will come back with another new project because people in the previous cycle has forgotten about everything. And that's why Rebel comes in. That's where Rebel comes in. And believe it or not, I hope there are more YouTubers and content creators, similar styled, who would call out people. So next bull run, none of these grifters exist anymore. We need more of the people, CoffeeZillas and ZachXPD in the next run. So whenever a retailer gets online, all they get to see is CoffeeZilla exposing them. So they know exactly who not to follow, basically. Who to follow, we'll figure out later. Who not to follow is very important, I guess. How not to lose money and who not to follow. These are two important things, all right? So now, coming back to all these things, if you look at the watch list, one day it's up, one day it's down. But before coming to this, what happened to Cosmos? Because I talk about Cosmos a lot, right? We have, first of all, we have Turbo, Pepe, Wojak. Let me just show you the chart real quick, all right? Nothing against me, but if you got on the Pepe train late, then you're probably raped, unfortunately, because this is how Turbo is right now. It was chill and, oh man, brutal from... And then we have Pepe, obviously, none of that, right? Not doing so well, obviously. But if this was a bull run, this would have been pretty decent, probably. But I was surprised that even anything that comes out right now, it's very short-lived. It probably will hit tops and fall off because people who are smart enough, insiders, VCs, investors, they will just cash out. Simple as that. They just invest early, wait till it launches or gets listed, and retailers dump their money, and they will dump their tokens, basically the VCs, feed the retailers, and retailers basically hold bags. Unfortunately, right? So if you don't want to be bag holding in the next run, and I also said this, next run is very crucial. We might not get 100x gains like what we could, but influencers and grifters had pretty much ruined the space big time. And we need to figure this out right now, okay? So if you have a 9-to-5 job, hustle, whatever, your priority right now is to do whatever to make money legally, ethically, all right? Not grifting. You have to do whatever to make money because it's important. If you don't have the money, how would you invest in crypto, right? So we need that, all right? And this time we're not holding bags. We will be selling in the next run, okay? And we will clearly know in the next run. It's nowhere close. When the economy is crashing and all the war and all the stuff is happening, it's not coming anytime soon, all right? And we'll know that. So again, coming to the chase, let's actually finish off with Cosmos ecosystem. Because in my last video, I said, hey, instead of teaching you, throwing a fish at you, because most of the retailers, unfortunately, right, it depends what's your intention. If you're following a YouTuber because you're waiting for him to throw a fish at you, so you, along with others, all run, literally towards that stuff and to fetch that fish. But out of all, only few gets to catch and the rest gets slaughtered. Or rather, find somebody who will teach you how to fish, because that's the most important thing. All right, learn how to do certain things instead of just depending on somebody else. And most of the people, like I said, the content creators and YouTubers, if I told you how they made money, like I mentioned before, if I told you that I got $60,000 from a project and you only can make money by investing your money in the project, there's a total different level. I already made my money, so-called. I'm giving an example. So it's a total different thing. All right. So if follow somebody who does something what you are doing or what you want to do in a similar case. If you found out that I was making money by actually doing something totally opposite that you could never do or you could never relate to morally, ethically, or even your skills wise, no, you're just doing something wrong. You probably wasted 10 years of your time just to find that out. And now you can never get your 10 years back. Worst thing, right? So Cosmos ecosystem. Let's talk about Cosmos and then I'll finish it off with everything else. Very simple. All right. So Cosmos. Beside Cosmos, SEC drama, Binance, this is going to go on. Okay. So keeping all that aside, Cosmos. I told you I'm going to get distracted. Atom, Osmo, Evmos, disaster. Ladies and gents, I'm going to show you, look at Evmos. I literally did a video 2 weeks ago. Evmos probably going to 10 cents. And a lot of people thought it was a joke. I wish it was a joke, but now I'm questioning, will it go to 1 cent? I hope not. Like, who wants to dump it at 1 cent? It doesn't make sense. But never say never in crypto. I told you, I've learned quite a bunch of stuff. And my gameplays have changed. I've analyzed things. I analyze things differently right now. Keeping all that aside, okay? Akash. Wow, 64. Still, Akash is holding strong. But regardless, I'll tell you when to buy. I'm not going to tell you right away, hey, you should buy right now. But I'll give you a huge time frame, you know? All right? So, keeping all that aside, look at this. Atom, Osmo. I'm going to show you Biz, a forum. I don't know what to expect from it. It's a racist forum, but I'll tell you this. You can learn a lot of stuff from Reddit, a lot of places. It depends on how you process information, okay? So ignore the garbage. And if you happen to see something racist or whatever, I'm not here to hurt your feelings or whatsoever. Yeah, I'm just here to browse that thread, basically, okay? So yes, you can learn a lot from Reddit threads, a lot from Biz. Biz is totally up. It's like a bipolar and every crazy stuff all mixed together, and that's Biz. You find weirdest people, craziest stuff in there, but some of them will make sense. And once you dig deep, I'm like, wow, okay, you can learn something, like I said. But again, don't feed yourself too much, because then you'll get lost, and wow, that's bad. All right. So if you look at this Biz, Cosmos Atom is getting forked. Wow, Cosmos community is fed up with the validator cartel and Cosmos insiders after they attempted 20% dilution and the constant grants to unaccountable entities. The community decided to take matters into their own hands and fork the Cosmos Hub. First time I hear of this. Tell me more. Cosmos is just a shit show, to the point nobody wants their brand attached to it. There is many shady foundations, Interchain Foundation and All in Bits, that are supposed to be developing the chain, but all they do is live off the Genesis allocation. Yeah, that makes sense, right? I told you, some of the stuff will make sense. Cosmos is such a bubble. It's the first time I hear of the internal drama. By the way, I'm still in Cosmos. I'm not here creating FUD and stuff. I told you, smart people will know how to take information, what to take, and process it and do the work, because that's what it is, right? You have to see through the holes. But there's some point here. Well, DYDX is building on Cosmos, yet they are so ashamed of the Cosmos community. Yes, this dude actually posted this yesterday. It's on Twitter. A lot of Cosmos YouTubers also discussed this, I believe so. 20% dilution. Atom core teams, our main ICF board members attempted to pass a 20% dilution end of last year. The initiative was called Atom 2.0. Yep, that's right. They proposed many improvements to the chain, which weren't bad by themselves. But the price to get those features shipped was turning Atom from private property into toilet paper. Luckily, the community, after fighting, managed to stop them. But it was just a temporary measures, as now they have raised the tax and started to give grants. Yep, exactly my point. They were giving grants to random morons, unfortunately, and grifters. Forking is the only way forward now. It's true. $50,000 to bank. What was that? The Bankless? 50,000 Osmosis grant? How is the grant doing? What's the return on investment on that? Oh, let's see. Let's check on Cosmos real quick. Oh, wow. The return on investment. You paid $50,000 when Osmo was 90 cents. Now it's 54 cents. Congrats. Good job. You should have invested on a decent YouTuber or content creator. Mm-hmm. But anyways, where I can find more info on the attempt and dilution. By the way, there are a lot of stuff here. These are the proposals that helped stop the attempt. Everything is very well documented on chain. Every one of these proposals had very well articulated papers that explained the attempted hostile takeover. More dramas. Rolled my Atom into BTC some weeks ago. Whatever. Another chain, shit chain. Kujira is doing the same. Yeah, kinda. A lot of other chains. A lot of them moved from literally Terra Luna and to this now. Main changes: direct governance, secret voting. But again, Cosmos has actually really great tech. That's what I'm saying. Great tech, bad people sometimes. Well, some of them, drama and a lot of garbage stuff. But if they work, literally take it seriously, be mature enough to understand, because if you let all the teenagers handle all this thing, which is the worst thing I've noticed, all the young teenagers, it's not about the age, it's about teenagers in the brain, right? The brain is this the brain fart like this much. They're working on this capacity. So that's the wrong thing. You can't do that. You can't leave billions of dollars in the hands of SBF kind of people who has like this much of brain, man, like barely capacity to understand, what they're doing. Like, so anyways, it's crazy. It's cringeworthy when you look at it. When all these boomers and 80, 60, whatever billionaires are giving, oh, I invested in this Pepe Wojak Shamalama Ding Dong token that was created by some 20 years old kid. I think it's going to be $1 trillion company. Congratulations. Yeah. Wow. Atom pays such a nice dollar dividend. It's been a perfect inflation hedge. I like Atom. I told you. I still hold it. But me liking or not liking doesn't change the fact or move the market. You're a fag. Uh-oh. Yeah, it will. Given Atom is fully controlled by 15 validators and a bunch of ICF board directors, people will quickly realize which is the best hub. Bad governance is capital destruction. Yeah. Ethan is just grifter. Dropped in by Soros, by Jaquan, on admission. Wow, this is huge. I don't want to go through all this stuff because there's other stuff I want to also talk about this. And this video is going to be a little longer than usual, basically. Atom is amazing tech. Here, check this out. Atom is amazing tech for the same reason its current form is doomed. Anyone can make a Cosmos chain without paying for Atom or following any rules. However, the so-called core team have been seething for years over the tech, being used for everything from Binance token to Luna, and them not seeing any of that money. Ultimate case of token not needed. And that was a good thing. I will be looking forward to the fork and will invest into any projects run by whites. All right, keeping that aside. Neutron is shitcoin without staking rewards. Oh, wow. And they also don't allow US citizens, right? Come on, Neutron. You guys are distancing yourself, harming. Like, this is causing more damage than good. It'll flip Atom, will come out, etc., etc. All right. So, ladies and gents, I don't want to go through much deeper. It has a lot of comments, though. And some of them, like I said, make sense. Thank God I sold my Atom. Nope, that's not good. I didn't ask you to sell. All right, so that was all there is, basically. Okay, so that's Atom. And now, coming to my point, okay? Wild ride, man. Atom. Wow, Osmo is pumping. Awesome, right? But now, coming to the point. Atom. Accumulation point. So if you look at the watch list I have, all right? We are in a bad time right now. Focus on making money the way, however you can, legally, all right? Just make money and start accumulating. Maybe not now, but just you'll see a sign. Whenever you have this feeling and you see that token, like I said, once you understand that token is decent enough, won't drug and all this stuff, has a potential to go up. And there was this comment on one of my XPR video. Hey man, XPR is in a brutal situation right now, dude. Do you see look at XPR. It was at 4 cents to micro sub 1. It went down bad. Bax is pumping. But Luna, Credo, VRA, TEL, all of these tokens, Cadena, wow, man. All these tokens, some of them will never exist, but some of them will come back, probably to that same level it was, or maybe 10 times more. Never know, right? Literally, just like someone said, hey man, XPR, yes, XPR, Marshall, I don't relate to this guy, man. This guy, like I said, it's crazy. The market doesn't move based on what I think, okay? If XPR has some sort of, if I see that plebs will push it, there will be some sort of demand because that's how it is. I will probably get in and sell it straight up. Back then, I staked because I had some emotion attached to it. Oh, XPR, let's install the app. Let's actually use the product. It might be decent. But once I saw what's happening, no, it's okay. I don't care. I don't have to like the project. I'll still buy it. So yes, maybe I'll get in XPR and every other tokens that actually held the bag once, literally. So let's say I spent $10,000 on XPR at one point. Let's say that, okay? Assume at a bull, 2 cents. Maybe I'll buy another 50,000 or 20,000 when it goes down. Not just to, balance it out or average it out. No. But if it has a chance to take it to, 10x or whatever, even because it dropped significantly, right? So some of the tokens have chances, some of them will never come back. That's the point. So if we can find 10 of these tokens and find 2 winners or 3 winners out of 10 and 7 losers, hope not, but even 7 losers and 3 winners, awesome. Because the 3 winners will probably make 10 times more than whatever we might lose. That's a goal plan, okay? And another thing I'll tell you, being in Cosmos, I don't plan on staking anymore, all right? This is the game plan. If you don't want to play extremely risky, which is leverage and all that stuff, you want to just hold, buy low, sell high, avoid NFTs, or if you don't understand. Yeah, but once I release my collection, maybe get some, all right? But other than that, if you don't really understand, if you don't have a plan for it, basically, to sell for profit or anything, avoid. The only plan to make money is to buy low and sell high. No staking, no locking your token for years. No. Sure, Atom, even once I've staked, I'm not going back. It's just what it is. Like I said, I've learned it, my lesson. And I'm still okay with it. But sometimes you don't expect whatever you see. You don't expect something to fall from $3 to 10 cents or 1 cent. That's a disaster. But once you see certain things, you change your game plan. So my game plan right now is, all right, no more staking. Gonna buy low, sell high. Simple as that. So how do you do that? You just make a lot of money first, and then you buy low and sell high. Don't get distracted. Whatever pumps, let them pump. Doesn't matter. Our focus right now, because it's gonna be bearish. Simple. Bull run is nowhere close. I could be wrong. Then too bad. I don't think my videos get thousands of views anyways. So whatever it is, right? So my point is focus on making money. All right. There are a lot of tokens, and I will mention them. This is the point. If I told you to buy right now or I'm buying right now, that's manipulation. That doesn't work. So this is the best thing I can tell you, which is amazing. When you have the list, you pay attention while everybody will get distracted. Let me tell you this. Only a couple of you will actually know what I'm saying and actually remember this. Most people will forget. And that's what it is. The goldfish memory. I always say this. If you can remember certain things, you will be a long time, a player for the long run, basically. That's what I'll tell you. It's a marathon, not just a sprint. So you'll be here for a long time if you can actually understand what's going on. Okay. So remember things. These will go down to some extent. So understand the tokens, buy in low and wait on it. Just buy in, accumulate, and just maybe keep in your ledger. Just wait. Okay. You don't have to stake somewhere and later get locked up and the whole thing drops or rugs and we're done. Now, that's greedy. You could have maybe do that in 2% or kind of allocation, okay? But no, that's like kind of greedy. Most of your tokens should be liquid, basically. That's the plan. Forget about airdrops and all the garbage stuff. That's what I would say. You can enjoy it. I'm still staking Atom and the main ones. I'll still get some airdrops probably, but don't focus on airdrops, okay? I did videos in the past saying how we could do multiple airdrops and stuff. Let's not focus on that. We have seen, it's basically all the insiders, people who game the system. They know and this tiny percentage of the people who will do that, and they end up making so much money. And everybody looks at them and thinks, if he does it, if he could do it, maybe I could do it. If Takumi could do it, I could do it. No, not everyone's Takumi, all right? That's one of a kind. So that's what I'm saying. For everybody else, stay patient, stay vigilant, make a lot of money. Again, I keep saying this because it's important legally, and don't give it to some other YouTubers or donate to some other people. There are other innocent dudes out there with less subscribers and cats to feed. So understand who to support and who not to support. But regardless, okay, that's number one. I said staking versus keeping it liquid. Number two, and that's probably all I have, okay? DBank, all right? It's an interesting website. The Web3 Messenger. There are ways actually, if you know how to use AI, you can actually connect in a way that you'll get all the information in one place. Maybe I'll create another video someday once I discover, because I actually experiment with a lot of AI stuff. So basically the plan, and I'll expand on this sometimes later. So if you're interested, maybe subscribe and stay tuned. The plan is if you get here, there's a place called the Whale Wallets. Okay, you see here? It's called Whales. So there are a lot of Whale Wallets, and if you track them and follow them, then you know what to do. So when the whales buy, there's probably some reason they're buying it for, right? So if you buy, when they buy, there's a chance it'll go up, then you can profit, etc. And there are other things you could do. So these are some not secret, but methods that I don't think anybody would tell you, or kind of not out there, or maybe buried, because most of the videos that's on the surface are all the influencers grifting, telling you how much money they paid for their Lambos, basically that you sponsored by your hard-earned money, how much money they threw you on their champagne bottles or whatever, sponsored by your hard-earned earnings, of course, how much they made from their NFT collection, sponsored by, of course, you holding their bags, of course. Anyways, you get the point. So, ladies and gents, that's what I have for you. I just wanted to go all in, and I wanted to do this kind of raw. I wouldn't be editing much. So, of course, a lot of people will lose attention, because if I don't inject with a lot of those sound effects and all that. But you have to understand how this gameplay works, okay? And last time when everything was pumping, I was aggressively playing every single day, every single farms and chains. So I know quite a bunch of stuff, and I can tell you this. The only way you can relate to me is if you just regular Joe, because like me, who has cats, not VCs, no hidden agenda. I just want to make it big, but the way I will do it, I'll also tell you how I'm doing it, all right? If I made millions of dollars by selling NFTs, you will know exactly that I sold NFTs. I'm proud of it. But if you go and ask Alex Becker or Elliot Trades or Crypto Banter or BitBoy, hey man, why did you shill this? What happened? Did you pay that money back? Hey, Elio, you were sponsored by FTX. You deleted the entire playlist, but you didn't tell us. Hold on. how much money did you make? But did you know that FTX money was from us, like retailers? So FTX gave you $1 million sponsorship. You made the $1 million, but that came from us, and you're okay about it. You didn't do nothing. Wow. And you just deleted it, and you're making more videos and grifting and also selling your NFTs again. That's the point, ladies and gents. Okay. So it's not me you have to follow or believe or whatever. Don't believe, don't trust, verify. All right. And try to understand, look through the holes, and last but not the least, check on CoffeeZilla, ZachXBT, and maybe Scott Schaefer, a few others. Okay, when they say cover or expose somebody, understand them and figure out who are people related and linked with them. If you see one dude hanging out with other dude, this dude might have something similar. So if you're following this dude religiously as a guru, mentor, but you don't agree with the other guy, his best friend, there might be something. So yeah. You get the point? So anyways, hope you found this useful. I will be creating more detailed videos down the road. And matter of fact, I have a course coming out free. I told you it's free, man. Not every course I'm going to create are free, but the crypto one, which I'm going to create, is free. So it's on unapologeticrebel.com newsletter. If you go, you sign up, and yeah, oh my God, he's going to send me garbage. Yes, I did say that I'm going to spam you with garbage. So I told you, I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to do. So if you want me to spam you with garbage, and also 100% coupon code when I launch that course. So that course, the crypto course, is basically, it's just my 2 cents, not explaining, oh, this is Bitcoin, this is this. No, I'll just tell you exactly how I saw the crypto world. And it's like a short course kind of academy kind of thing. Few modules, and I will have another module like this, Whales, where I'm going to use some tools to connect it in a way that I can get notifications on my phone when I see a whale bought something, right? And then I can be like, oh, wow, Alex Becker just bought this. Let me just buy this. So I can front run him, right? So if someone's playing a game, level 1, you go to level 2. You got to go to level 3, right? That's the way you beat it. You educate yourself and you beat it. So ladies and gents, again, Rebel Nation, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your time. And thanks for watching. Don't get wrecked. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace for now.